In this video, we are going to talk about string methods. So far we learned about functions in the last video, about a special case of functions, built-in functions. And these are basically repeatable code segments under the hood that you can't see when you just execute them. But let's consider we want to have a specific string method or string functionality. We want to change all lowercase characters to uppercase characters. And a function call would be like this, upper, and then we are coming up with our string as a function argument, and this would come up with something like this, where all the characters are now capitalized. And you might wonder if this function exists. No, it doesn't. You can specify that, or you can program this by your own, but this is just an example. This upper function doesn't make any sense for numbers, right? This is just a thing that is important for strings. And so the Python developers, they said, okay, we don't make a built-in function, we make something that is specific to strings. And things that are specific to a specific data type are implemented as methods. And methods are called like as follows. We have our string object, then we have a dot, and then comes the method, and there's also parentheses. In some cases you want to come up with different function arguments here or method arguments here, so there are also parentheses in place. Again, there's a dot, and you pipe the string to that method with that dot, and the string method returns the intended results as shown here. And very importantly, this is only valid for string objects. Yeah? This is a string object. You can use the string method upper. It simply doesn't exist for integers or floats or other data types. This is a string specific methods. So if you are learning about strings, you also want to learn about the methods behind that. And this is why we are maintaining a table throughout the course that is a non-exhaustive list of string methods, and these are just the string methods that are frequently used. No one knows them by heart, but it's important to know that they exist. So for example, the first one, capitalize, that converts the first character to upper and the rest to lowercase. An example that is shown in the first row here, Perry Roden, that leads to the outcome that the P is capitalized and the rest is lowercase. The same, very similar method, title, that leads to the first one is a P, and that is capitalized, and the R is capitalized because that's a new word. So let's have a look in our notebook here to make an example. We have ABC, DEF, and we can use our string methods here. So let's have a variable here, my string, that is actually initialized with that string, and then we have our string methods like titleize, that leads to having every word capitalized, like the A and the D, that's the first character in a new word. But if you just capitalize, this doesn't work the same, just the A of the third word, if the first word is then uppercase. Let's have a look at another one, for example, upper and lower, that is in this row and in this row. So we have here the opportunity to make everything uppercase, or we make everything lowercase. Already there is everything lowercase, so this doesn't change anything. Let's have a look at replace. That's also interesting. You can also replace a substring with another substring. So as you can see in this example here, you need to come up with two arguments. So if we want to replace the string or the substring BC with just XX, then we can do it as follows. And there are many, many methods for all different functionalities that you have with strings. In the next video, we are looking at the difference between functions and methods, because it's confusing people in the beginning, so that you know what are exactly functions and methods. Again, I explained it already to you, but in the next video, we have another input on this, so stay tuned.